And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it. Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real shit show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end.
Oscar De La Hoya's famous Clapback Thursday series never seems to run out of drama. Even though this latest episode arrived on a Friday instead of its usual schedule, it still delivered the controversy and entertainment fans have come to expect. This time, De La Hoya focused his attention on two of the biggest rivals of his boxing career, setting the stage for another round of explosive comments.
Canelo, do not fight Floyd because you're too young. You have no experience.
Right. Well,
Whenever Oscar De La Hoya starts talking about old rivals, two names immediately come to mind: Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather. His latest criticism aimed at Canelo continued the disagreement surrounding Turki Al-Sheikh and the undisputed champion's reluctance to face Terence Crawford. According to Oscar, Canelo wants complete control over his career decisions and prefers to dictate the direction of every major fight.
My man Turki Al-Sheikh is making sure that real boxing is on its way back, and he's standing on
Mayweather wasn't spared either. De La Hoya had plenty to say following Floyd's exhibition rematch against John Gotti III. The event itself generated headlines, but the aftermath created even more attention when legal issues surfaced shortly afterward. Once again, Mayweather found himself making news both inside the ring and far beyond it.
Oh, he was the time when he was making the, I think it was a Showtime con.
Although Mayweather continues attracting huge audiences at 47, many fans have started questioning whether these exhibition appearances are helping or hurting his legacy. His rematch with Gotti featured aggressive exchanges, but most viewers consider the contest one-sided and lacking excitement. The moment that truly grabbed attention came when Floyd argued with the referee during the second round, creating unnecessary tension.
Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind.
After receiving a warning for striking behind the head, Mayweather became visibly frustrated, and the officiating situation quickly turned into another talking point. Reacting on social media, De La Hoya mocked the incident during his weekly segment. He joked that although he was on vacation and posting a day late, the show would go on because he makes the rules. Oscar then criticized Floyd's latest exhibition, describing it as a disappointing event that ended with unhappy fans while suggesting Mayweather simply couldn't handle being corrected by the referee.
You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless.
You lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous.
Despite the criticism, De La Hoya acknowledged Mayweather's incredible accomplishments in boxing and admitted he had defended him publicly on several occasions, including recent interviews. However, Oscar argued that enough is enough. He urged the former champion to stop taking part in exhibitions that damage his reputation and instead focus on protecting the legacy he spent decades building. He also referenced reports surrounding the multi-million-dollar jewelry dispute, saying no financial situation is worth sacrificing a legendary career.
With these exhibitions, I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your
Oscar continued by addressing the lawsuit filed by a Miami jeweler, saying it was disappointing to watch another controversy surround someone he still respects as one of boxing's all-time greats. He encouraged Floyd to straighten things out before more damage is done. De La Hoya also claimed fans are finally losing interest in celebrity exhibitions, joking that watching random internet personalities fight offers no more excitement than seeing strangers argue in a public park.
It's finally played out. Nobody wants to see these random YouTubers fight each other anymore. I would rather walk outside my house and watch two bums fight in the park.
After finishing with Mayweather, De La Hoya redirected his attention toward Canelo Alvarez. He praised Turki Al-Sheikh for pushing boxing toward making the biggest fights possible and argued that the Saudi advisor is helping restore excitement to the sport. Oscar suggested Canelo's disagreements with Turki stem from the expectation that elite fighters should consistently face the toughest available opponents. He ended the segment by promising Canelo would once again become the main subject of his next clapback episode.
Which brings me to Canelo. I have 2 words for you. Archie Solis.
And Oscar hinted there was still much more to say regarding Canelo's situation in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Alvarez continued preparing for his scheduled showdown with Edgar Burlanga at T-Mobile Arena. At the same time, Mayweather found himself dealing with serious legal allegations involving a Miami jeweler who claimed several luxury purchases dating back to 2021 had never been fully paid.
Great experience for us. It was, it put us on the map.
According to court filings, jeweler Leonard Sonoff of Lenzo & Co. brought the lawsuit in federal court under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. The complaint includes allegations such as fraud, civil conspiracy, breach of contract, and civil theft. Sanoff claims he sold Mayweather several luxury watches, expensive jewelry, and other high-end items worth millions of dollars, while also alleging rapper Tyga and boxer Shakur Stevenson failed to complete payment on separate purchases.
And of course, the company. It's obvious.
The lawsuit alleges that Mayweather and members of the money team engaged in unfair business practices by taking possession of expensive jewelry without paying the agreed price. Sanoff claims he received only about $267,000 in initial payments before the remaining balance went unpaid despite repeated efforts to collect. According to the filing, nearly $4 million remains outstanding, adding yet another major legal dispute to Mayweather's recent history.
You guys to come closer and check this out. So let me kind of give you guys a breakdown. Well, in the industry, you see a lot of people with this kind of watch, this kind of watch, and this kind of watch.
12 separate legal issues have also continued to follow Mayweather. Earlier this year, Eduardo Martinez filed a lawsuit claiming Floyd's security team assaulted him outside a Yard House restaurant in Los Angeles after he attempted to record the boxing legend. Martinez alleges he suffered injuries, emotional distress, and humiliation during the incident and is seeking millions of dollars in damages. Reports published by Miami New Times further detailed the jewelry lawsuit, explaining that Leonard Sanoff accuses Mayweather, the money team, and rapper Tyga of violating federal racketeering laws along with several other civil claims. Court documents allege Sanoff supplied multiple luxury watches, jewelry pieces, and expensive accessories during meetings in Miami, receiving only partial payment before the remaining balance allegedly went unpaid. The complaint also claims members of Mayweather's team requested privacy by asking Sanoff to surrender his phone, although he reportedly used another device to document the transactions.
Son of a bitch.
I don't think there's much more to say than that.
As for De La Hoya, stirring controversy has almost become second nature. His ongoing feud with Canelo Alvarez continued, but he also found time to take aim at Edgar Burlanga and Haney. Oscar joked that he had stronger ties to Puerto Rico than Burlanga because he had spent years living there, mocking the challenger ahead of his upcoming title opportunity.
Don't tell me you're another lame who is offended by the truth. Come on, bro. In other news, Haney had his comeback fight.
De La Hoya doubled down by insisting Burlanga should not present himself as Puerto Rico's representative because he was born and raised in New York. Burlanga fired back online, revealing that Oscar had attempted to sign him the previous year. Instead of backing away, De La Hoya embraced the exchange and insisted his comments were simply based on facts rather than personal attacks.
At the Orange County State Fair! I don't know if you've seen the full video, but Devin throws a punch at a civilian all while standing in.
More so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million? Right. You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you see.
Oscar responded by mocking Burlanga for sharing an old photograph of him that had already circulated online countless times. He challenged Burlanga to prove his claims instead of becoming offended by criticism. Before ending the segment, De La Hoya shifted focus to Devin Haney, making fun of viral footage involving the former undisputed champion, while once again closing with another jab aimed directly at Canelo Alvarez.
And he missed! Bro, your dream has officially turned into a fucking nightmare. And as always, the most important topic of every week. Never in my entire life seen somebody truly believe they're absolutely killing it while they're actually doing jack shit.
Oscar also commented on Haney's recent viral incident, sarcastically comparing it to a comeback performance after footage appeared showing Haney attempting to throw a punch during an altercation at a fairground. He used the opportunity to continue criticizing Haney before wrapping up with his now familiar weekly message directed toward Canelo.
I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody.
Questions surrounding Mayweather's financial situation have resurfaced repeatedly over the years, despite his enormous career earnings. Rumors about tax issues have circulated since the build-up to his fight with Conor McGregor, and now promoter Hearn has openly questioned whether Floyd is truly as wealthy as he claims. Hearn suggested that maintaining such an extravagant lifestyle can become incredibly expensive regardless of past success.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million.
Mayweather quickly responded to the speculation by uploading another video to Instagram. As usual, he showcased his wealth and appeared determined to silence critics, making it clear he believed Hearn's comments were completely inaccurate.
But he was a different kind of skill set, you know, he was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art.
In the video, Floyd proudly displayed a substantial payment check while thanking the company involved in the business deal. He competently reminded viewers of his financial success and continued emphasizing that lucrative opportunities still come his way. Ironically, Hearn has previously criticized Mayweather's exhibition career, even calling the Logan Paul event one of the weakest spectacles boxing has ever promoted.
Somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000, something like that, if that.
I believe so.
We've had some bad ones, but this is, I've seen a map, someone posted a map yesterday. I mean, I don't know anyone that even knows Floyd Mayweather.
Hearn argued that Mayweather's performance against Logan Paul did little to enhance his reputation. He was also surprised by the limited crowd inside the Miami venue despite the enormous publicity surrounding the event. Although Logan Paul managed to complete the full distance against one of boxing's greatest champions, many observers felt the exhibition failed to meet expectations.
Arena with Floyd Mayweather, and they are going to do a couple of 100,000 buys on pay-per-view. It's either going to get cancelled.
Reaction across the boxing community was overwhelmingly negative. Hearn even criticized broadcasters for televising the event, insisting the exhibition represented the wrong direction for the sport. He questioned why such a matchup deserved major television exposure and argued that serious boxing deserved far better representation.
Who's fighting on Saturday? Who is putting the money up for these events? Like, I think that the Mayweather fights are so f***ing naff, to be honest with you. But I don't actually mind. Like, at least Aaron Chalmers will go out and he can box and he'll have a go. And
speaking publicly, Hearn described Mayweather versus Logan Paul as one of the biggest disappointments he had ever seen. He worried that younger fans unfamiliar with Floyd's legendary career might wrongly judge his greatness based solely on that exhibition. According to Hearn, the event reflected poorly on the sport, regardless of how little Mayweather himself seemed to care.
Actually, no one knows that is even happening. Someone has hired out the O2 Arena.
Hearn added that first-time viewers watching Mayweather against Logan Paul could easily struggle to understand why Floyd is considered one of boxing's greatest fighters. While acknowledging Logan's constant clinching played a role, Hearn maintained the entire presentation sent the wrong message. He contrasted it with other crossover fights, saying some celebrity matchups at least feature opponents competing on relatively equal terms.
They're going to sell out the O2 Arena with Floyd Mayweather, and they are going to do a couple of 100,000 buys on pay-per-view. It's either going to get cancelled.
You like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. you know, kind of sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street, anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Although Hearn stopped short of completely attacking the pay-per-view event, he admitted he was stunned by how empty the venue appeared whenever he checked social media. He questioned where the audience had gone despite all the hype surrounding the exhibition. That wraps up today's Boxing Roundup. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest breaking stories from the world of boxing. Until next time, thanks for watching.